The reason why Harry and Meghan are criticized is not only because they constantly lie and throw the royal family under the bus. Another reason is also due to the embarrassing behavior they show in public. Let's discuss this video, but hold on. Before getting into the most interesting part of the video, I hope you're sitting in a relaxing space. Remember to adjust the volume so we can enjoy the video at its best. And now, here we go. The reason why Harry and Meghan are criticized is not only because they constantly lie and throw the royal family under the bus. Another reason is also due to the embarrassing behavior they show in public. Many moments have proven this. In public, Meghan always wants to show the image of Harry passionately in love with her. And so that no mistakes happen, she always stands close and signals him by pinching his back, holding his hand, or winking. Everything happened like a mother teaching her child in front of a crowd. It's also true because Harry is just an immature boy. He needs his mummy. When she tries to control Harry, her eyes show an evil side. She has no empathy with anyone and is not a nice person from what I observe. Her stare at Harry does not show love, but something different. I wouldn't even get her to star in any horror movies. First of all, she can't act. Second, no one would want to see her if she's in it unless they put her on that scary mask so that we can't see her real face. At least the mask we can deal with, but her real face? Nah. There is zero love between Meghan and Harry. Watching the Prince and Princess of Wales become Catherine and William shows love and admiration from the very beginning, growing into the deepest love that could exist. Cannot wait to see them as king and queen one day. As for Harry and Meghan, well, she's all manipulative control and a tolerant fool. The Sugars will say that Meghan is a fantastic actress who achieved great success in Hollywood, but she can't even fake looking at her husband adoringly without coming off like the socially inept, unpopular girl in a second-rate high school drama. And the Sugars have changed the script on this. When you bring up the fact that Hollywood is shunning her, they retort by saying that it's shallow to judge her by Hollywood standards. It's comical. Besides, Meghan also received criticism for constantly grabbing things. Maybe you remember, she tried to grab that poor boy's trophy at the polo match. And the mic at the Kevin Costner event? There's a pattern here. Always grabbing at stuff that doesn't belong to her. She looked such a fool. Well, nothing different there, as she is a fool and a dangerous one at that. The embarrassing thing that makes me laugh even more is when the one where Meghan wears a long red dress and Harry a red military uniform at the Albert Hall, London. They arrived late at the event when they thought people were standing and applauding them. Actually, the applause was for the orchestra. You have to be utterly obsessed with yourself to think that a standing ovation is for you, despite having arrived late to the event. The way she is so arrogant about herself is she doesn't have to curtsy. I cannot stand how she treated the late queen. A curtsy is a simple and courteous gesture, respectful of another culture. When you marry a foreign prince, you have to learn the customs. She's delusional. She's just one of those people who think they don't have to go by the rules or respect other cultures. She'll let you know when everyone is racist towards her, though. Remember, Sussex couple never stopped to curtsy to the late queen on the way out of the church after that spectacle of a wedding. So rude, so arrogant. Don't stop there. Another moment where I realized my arrogance and self-centeredness was Her Majesty the late Queen's Jubilee, the service of Thanksgiving. She sashayed down the aisle like she owned the place and then sat in the middle of the second row. Oh, Harry's face when he was told the late Queen made the seating arrangements. When Harry and Meghan walked out of that church at the Jubilee, they were roundly booed. That did my heart good. It was when they finally realized that people didn't like them at all. It's annoying for a narcissist to think he or she is special. I've never understood how Meghan could demand seats to be vacated at Wimbledon. Other people were scheduled to sit there, so did they just all meekly agree to sit elsewhere? Imagine getting to go to a match at Wimbledon. I believe the seats get sold very quickly. For the first time, only to find out you have lost your seat to migraine. I'd be boiling mad. Luckily, the royal family always has people who work seriously and thoughtfully. The Duke of Kent refunded the tickets. As a make good for the loss of seats, the Duke of Kent and Catherine hosted a specialty for the ticket holders. I'm sure the Duke had something to say to his cousin, the Queen. Her behavior was just obnoxious. All of those people who'd paid for tickets were being made to move because she thought she was too good to sit near plebs. Meghan turned up to Wimbledon with friends and in jeans, even though she knew they were a no-no in the royal box. Even the Wimbledon staff said she was a nightmare. Meghan always breaks the rules and wants to be different from royal family tradition. Harry should have been the one to stop her and explain to her, but he did nothing. He was even the one who helped support her. Maybe he was brainwashed or forced by her. When Harry was invited as Captain General of the Royal Marines to a service for when a lot of their servicemen were sacrificed, he said no, and instead he went to the Disney premiere for Lion King so that he could pitch Meghan for voiceover work when they were doing a royal duty. Doing a royal duty meant they were representing the Queen and taxpayers were paying for them to be there. He'd never had a problem attending all the other years. Missing the commemoration for the Marines killed when he was Marine Commander should have lost him any connection with the Invictus Games. And when they participated in the next Invictus Games, I will never forget the leading of veterans at Invictus and Meghan in inappropriate clothing. She wore her haute couture loose diaper ensemble. She thought that the parade was showcasing her chic fashion sense and long legs for days, and that she was the one whom the parade goers were there to see, not the pesky athletes. Then she sang along with the veterans, and everybody on stage ignored her. Meghan just assumed it was for her so that she could yet again regale everyone with her boring, overused word salad, me speech, but the woman holding it didn't let go. Too bad for this witch who can never choose the right things for the events she participates in. Meghan in a black ball gown dragging on the floor at the snack counter in Jamaica for the movie premiere, then seated in cheap seats with no water. Meghan trying to squash her bin bag ball gown into that scruffy cinema seat in Jamaica. The other people in the cinema wearing baseball caps and not giving a crap about who they were. Obviously, this event where Meghan and Harry appeared also left behind embarrassing and controversial moments. But I believe the visit to Australia was the event that left the most criticism with a series of accusations. Especially when this is an event that Meghan attended in the capacity of performing royal duties. Let's just say it was a bad visit. They actually thought that the Australia tour was a success after screaming at the governor's wife, throwing tea at a member's staff, and curtailing the visit at a marketplace because of United Nations. This witch even was there and complaining, "I can't believe I'm not being paid for this." Harry also snarled at the press who accompanied them. The royal family paid off the victim of the tea throwing incident. Prince Andrew was sent on an apology tour to clean up the mess left in their wake. A success? No, a disastrous mess is more like it. You get the feeling when you see Meghan acting at events, she is containing her real feelings. She should be frothing at the mouth, screaming like a banshee, and hurling things at her rivals. That would be her real, authentic self. And Harry is present but has no voice. He can't do anything that doesn't meet Meghan's wishes. The disgraced rogue puppet prince really needs to be stripped of all titles, including prince, and be permanently exiled from the British monarchy. He's crossed the line on many occasions, and I believe that means he has forfeited his birthright to be part of the royal family. And it was also the end for an ambitious Meghan marrying Harry for his money and power. That brings us to the end of this video. What do you think about all the moments of the Sussex couple which I've told you? Tell us what their most embarrassing moment was for you. If you see any more creepy actions, please comment so we can laugh about it. And if you agree with my point of view, please comment okay. If not, please express so we can discuss it. Don't forget to like and share the video. Your support is our motivation. Let's subscribe to receive notifications about the newest videos. We will be back soon. Thank you for watching and goodbye.